Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcoin Guides, doing my guide for God Hand on Hard difficulty. Today we're doing stage 4-1 entitled The Kilo Crab. You guys might end up actually hating this part, not because of the level being hard necessarily, but because I bought Elbow Vortex and I keep doing a bunch of switcheroos with my techniques until I finally get the one that just works just for me. Elbow Vortex is something I talked about for a long time during this guide already, and it's like my favorite move because it's just such a really good like juggle combo thing. I recommend putting on your 4th slot. I mean, you should have 4 attacks, like at base level anyway. But yeah, usually after the end of every stage, I end up going to the shop to go buy stuff, whether it be, you know, health bonuses or extra TP or just whatever the case is. But as you can see, with the spinning back fist, it just doesn't seem like it was working very well with me, but Elbow Vortex is such a good move. If you can get it to come out, because it's a really good stun combo type thing too, and a really good juggle, all things considered. So, like I said, I'm just going to be going through and just switching up things, basically kind of like an idiot, trying to experiment just a little bit to see what works for this particular playthrough, or trying to get something to work better than I might have had before. But in my honest opinion, I think like just regular jabs and regular hooks into an Elbow Vortex, I think is just enough to work for that. But Chen Music allows you to have like a double hit before you do any other move, of course. It's basically a 2-hit, and you can see that I'm going straight into Elbow Vortex after it. It's not that it's a bad technique to have on before Vortex, but still. Now, for the level itself, in general, this one's not too bad. Yes, I did get a nice little spawn here, considering the fact that I got a attack up, which pretty much just works like a God Hand. I mean, at this point, you guys should well enough know what that is, because I assume that at this point, most likely, you've beaten the game on normal and are playing on hard, or watching for the sake of playing on hard, to see if you can beat hard mode yourself, or just find some tips on hard, or whatever the case. Whatever it is you're doing, I assume that by this point you probably know what the items do, especially if you're this far in the stages. And right there, that was just, I would argue, just pure luck. Of course, since it's a demon spawn, you can always just restart the level and have him not spawn in. I don't think he's set. If he is set, then, oh well, I mean, it's just a regular Slifer demon. It shouldn't be technically too difficult, but I mean, they do give me some trouble, actually. They're probably one of the ones that give me the most trouble out of all of them. But as you can see, this new like combo of stuff, like having a double hitting combo or even a 4-hitting combo, which I think that's what Vortex does. I think it's a 4-hit. Having a move like that really lends itself well. Maybe it's a 3-hit. I think it has like a 3-hit and like an ender that does like 10 damage or something. But having a move like that does a lot of damage really quick, and just in general just doing a lot of combo-based moves during it, or a lot of hits during it, that's a really good thing to have, because it will help you, you know, of course, bring up your stun limit. It will help with damage. It'll help with juggling and all that other fun stuff. And that's the fun thing about God Hand, is trying to figure out what all works with what. I mean, everything works well with each other, as long as you just kind of know how to use it right and what have you. So, of course, they give you barrels here, but I just decided to use them on the little bits of fodder that's pretty much just left. And whenever they do this, it's kind of the same thing like what the guys do, where they just get on their knees and just basically, you know, are begging for you to not hit them, and they just trick you for a ball buster. I think for that one, yeah, they do like a sweeping attack. I could have sworn they do like a grab smack thing, which is just the most ridiculous grab in the game, because you can't break out of it, because there's a lot of grabs in this game that you can break out of, but unfortunately that's one of the ones where you just can't. But there you go, that's pretty much the end of that little tiny stage, except for, I guess, the last demon I forgot I had to fight. I could have sworn that was pretty much everybody, but yeah, just spike demons are not really that bad, because all you realistically need to do is just effectively dodge backwards when they're about to do an attack, because a lot of the time that, you know, they'll end up just doing like the spike ball move more so than often. So that's just, at least in my case, that seems to be what happens. But either way, we had to fight 2 demons, which was pretty good, because at least I get an extra bit of cash bonus. Not that I really need it that bad, but I'll take it anyway, I guess. And with that being said, that's it. So see you guys for next time. And as always, take care, everybody.